just so we have a recording of it. Okay, so recording is going, but we can always scale that down, so that's fine. Static camera. Lovely. Okay, so make sure that this is all ready to come up. Yeah, yeah. What do you mean? It'll be whatever way. I think it's camcorder first is the way it's being proposed. It's just whatever way it's being proposed. Yeah. No way, no way I also say it phonetically like that when I'm spelling it. Come here, yeah, yeah. Éireann would be so sad. Okay, we've got some nice flowing animations. This is cool. Okay, she's given me a stream name. I don't know how that means anything to me. Do I need to post the message? That's okay. Send link and you can. I actually registered a Rocktus TV this morning. Oh. Kamla's saying she'll post the message. Right, we are live. Good evening all, and welcome to Leinster House. This evening we're going to be big staff legislative session. Oh my god, we're going to be here for hours. So strap in, there's several bills going. Yeah, get a cup of tea while you still can. We're going to be bringing you bell-to-bell coverage anyway, so we'll get started as soon as we can. Oh, they usually have an IRL vote all thing. I should have made that. It's like big red and it comes up on the screen. Oh, I'll do that next time. The Taoiseach notably sitting out of this one. So this is Deputy Foffey's nomination. Interesting, we didn't see a campaign or anything or a little brief speech from the deputy, but I'm sure that's in the interest of time, I suppose. So so we have a presiding officer. Lovely. Your new presiding officer? I believe it's Deputy Foffey anyway. Who's just sat there and said discrimination. Curious response to being elected. I believe it is, yeah. I believe that is Deputy Foffey. Did Deputy Foffey vote for Deputy Foffey to be presiding officer? Well, actually, usually IRL they use the Cahir look or the Lash Cahir look. I don't know if either of them are present, but usually that's sometimes happens. Make way for other chair people, other qualified individuals. She's found the bell anyway. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's phenomenal. I believe Bo nominated her for this job. Seems like a. No problem. I don't get paid for this. So. We'll bring that back up. Sorry, I just loaded a bit. Okay, could they just like PM countdown people, please? Can we just learn how that command works? Who's that? That's Cameron Sunday. Welcome. Camela's gone. Hello, Sunday, anyway. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. Oireachtas TV received millions of euro in funding today and thus invested it all back into itself. Based. Something something Count Corla hate. Something something Count Corla hate. Who came up with that? Who approved this? Yep, sorry, I'm just... Who's that Green Party TDs? Who's that? Yeah, she changes her avatar now fairly frequently. Not that I hate that, but it's just a bit. I can't really keep track, you know. And then maybe we'll see some legislation. Maybe get those fingers and toes crossed, folks. I mean, I like. At least they're trying. You know, at least they're trying. It's what's happened in standing orders as well. Yeah, yeah. Because it's such a universal thing, they don't limit it to people who attended and didn't. So I suppose it's a good thing. Sorry, Oshin is speaking. I'm messing with things. Oshin. Didn't he table this? I believe he did. group. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, right. Someone call a vote all. I want to show something. I've done some autism. No, but then that's cool. So deputy back in action here. Apologies for the delay. Why is this snapping? Why must you snap? Ah, ah. We've got a backbencher stood now, Callum Cathcart. Assuming he was called on there. Okay, just... I think the presiding officer hasn't been taught how to use N yet, but I'm sure that's in the video. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay there on my screen, of all things. Oh my god. Timers are doing my... right. Is he maybe announcing a bid for the office? Is that so? Maybe he can do the job better. Oh, there's someone trying to ascend. Oh, who's the TD's talking? Who's the TD talking? Is it? No, it's not. They said the presiding officer four, four. Yeah, she said John, so I was like, who's that? Okay, here we go. Maybe he was paid to say that. Objection relevance? Oh, true, yeah, true. Sorry, that is pretty relevant. Oh, I think my mouse is dying, you know. Yeah, like it's kind of getting all jumpy and jittery on me lately, and it's not that anything's laggy. It's just, you know. Do you know what I mean? It's like me. Anyway, it's a Logitech one. No, it's good. It's a good mouse. It's took me about a year now. Bits of it are falling off, but I mean, is Usheen being called on? Ah, I might run grab some batteries, just in case. Oh, oh my God! Four deputies. Four deputies are rising at the moment. There's half of the chamber has risen. They they respect the one that they elected. Doesn't matter. Seanad. Someone has motioned that already. Christ. Yes, no, she. I think. Oh, okay. She doesn't want the job. I think this is optimal moments here for me to grab batteries, so I'll return in a minute. I'll keep it on this view so you can see general thing, but one moment. I've abandoned my quest for batteries. Well, usually I don't see why the camcorder wouldn't attend because it's a vote of confidence. Usually they do. I don't remember there being like this isn't. There's been many a motion of no confidence, but they've always seemingly attended. I don't remember that ever being a thing, but I mean, I don't know. Not for me. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, we're about to hear the first bill. I think if the apparently I think there's an issue with clerks, but um, no, yeah, a lot of bills today. Maybe like as you say, we could enter a thing where none of them get passed. But I know the Seanad still have a few on their agenda. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Really. Yeah, first bill of the evening. I can hear. I could always hear you fine. Not gonna lie. Um, well, it seems like there's been no more debate, and there's a vote all already. The bill. God, this is really hard work. So co-authored. I don't think you admit that live on air. Just, I feel like that's in the handbook. I'm actually I'm a warrant officer class 2 in the Grenadier Guards. Did you know that? Have you heard? Have you heard? Did Dylan tell you? Did Dylan tell you he dressed up as a priest in the UK? Did he? I'm just saying the facts, bro. Just saying the facts. Funny joke. Anyway, what do we think of Oireachtas TV's budget increases? Okay. Right. Thank you, Kamala. I appreciate that, Kamala. Thank you. I know it's a bit jerry-rigged, but, you know, it works. Something you want to say, Emperor? Something you want to say? I'll see you outside Aldi then.
Is a form of rebellion to speak Gaeilge, as it was illegal, and it is seen widely as our duty as Irish people to speak Gaeilge, um, to show that we are not going back to the way that things were. And I think this is an absolute no-brainer to vote on. I am slightly biased because my wife is Erin Connolly. No, Erin McNamara, sorry. A Gael Gore. And who this gives every party patriot points. This costs nothing. All it does is creates an agency ra- that will have a commissioner appointed by the Taoiseach, and it's simply a no-brainer because every single government talks about Gaeilge and talks about culture. And if you vote against this, you're directly contradicting yourself. It costs nothing to invest in the heritage of the country.
Who do you think will be in charge of this agency?
Um, well, obviously, there is one woman who everyone knows is fluent in Gaeilge, which is a requirement to become commissioner. That is in the bill. The executives and staff of Forest na
I
Gaeilge
wonder how
must
that
be
will. I wonder how,
fluent.
like, how is that assessed? Is it just
Uh,
merit
I
or?
would assume it's grades or just demonstrating that you can speak Gaeilge fluently.
Isn't this act gonna? Is the department? Yeah, it might be under the Department of Communities,
But
Culture and Language, won't it?
it's a government entity, but it is a civil service.
Yeah, it's an agency.
And it did exist previously, ran by another Gaeilgeoir, who used to make Minecraft videos as Gaeilge and things like that. It's it's literally just a community-based thing to encourage the use of the Irish language. And the Green Party feels very strongly about this as it is proposed by their TDs and I would assume backed by a lot of people around the chamber.
I find it interesting that continually Bo is spelling Guramagat incorrectly.
I know. I will DM him actually for that
I
because
feel like that's maybe
we
something that
should.
should be raised there. I believe there's supposed to be an I in the ma.
Yeah, I did just DM him that because it's our duty to correct people as well as criticize, okay? I doubt there will be debate on this bill as it's pretty straightforward. Not really much to it. Well, there is a lot to it. Don't get me wrong, but like it's not something that's gonna cause
Was
war.
who abolished it previously? Which government did that?
It would have happened in one of the repeals, and in fairness, I don't blame whoever did it because it was dead for a long time.
Because I mean, it relies on. Didn't it? You say it relied on that one
Yeah,
person
there
to
was
run
one.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like if it were introduced now, I know. Say now this is speculation, but I will say it because it's probably likely to happen. But say Éireann was appointed languages commissioner, she would do community-based events, workshops, things like that, probably in partnership with Trinity College as she works there and it's an education facility. Institution, should I say, not a facility. It implies it's a building. And I feel like in a time where the British people, I stood up in Parliament yesterday as an MP and did a question, sorry, no swearing, related to the NAS and cross-border aid, um, and I was heckled and called a Fenian. In Gibraltar, we were cooed for being Irish, me, Quiveen, Oscar, whatever. There is a rising sense of xenophobia against Irish people. For genuinely just speaking Irish. If you try to speak Irish themselves, they're going to probably try to dox you. And it's just totally unnecessary. So I feel like once again, it's so important to speak Gaeilge and to connect with
That's
people.
quite pathetic, isn't it? Doxing someone because they're speaking a
No,
different language.
that was an exaggeration. It
Oh, I thought
probably
you've been. I mean, I wouldn't put it past some people, but
exactly. It's not too far fetched.
I mean,
hmm
I haven't had wholly negative experiences. I'm not gonna lie.
Because you are one of them.
Well, I've spoken Irish. I speak Irish. I was speaking Irish today actually with a number of individuals from.
Yeah, but you aren't in the line of work that requires you
No, I'm
to
not in
have
politics, but I'm
yeah,
clearly just in the nicer section. Maybe you should
exactly.
maybe you should join the British Army.
I would rather cut my throat. Joking, it isn't that bad. I don't really care, but I wouldn't like to be part of that when they parked a tank
Well,
on the
we've
border
moved away
3
now
days
from this
ago.
lovely bill about the Irish language, and they're now talking about something, 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 point of order, something, something.
Oh, so they haven't voted on the bill then? No.
No, not yet.
No.
They're talking about a useless commission. I don't know what this is in reference to. What is the commission?
Might be comparing it to something.
Something Cameron Cathcart said, I believe.
Let me check the chat logs, ladies. One moment.
I just realised also that audio from the speakers was not being recorded. I apologise.
Well, at least there's a record of the Dáil.
You can
and
see
whatever.
what's happening though, and I mean
Yeah,
that's really the most
exactly.
important thing. So, but now you can hear us. So, no one pointed it out to me, I don't think, unless they did, and I was just losing it.
Okay, Callum Cathcart said the great Oscar government aimed to remove useless organisations along with useless laws. So Callum has directly stated that this bill is useless. And he is English. Are we surprised? He has also then Bo Rose with a point of order.
He's being
and
asked to
said,
withdraw a comment at the moment,
Yeah.
saying that all members
As-
have learning difficulties. So,
as Bo rose and said, I'm afraid the deputy has misled the chamber. The government he is referring to set up a useless commission that isn't viable, that hasn't seen progress. And then, whatever, Callum said, English, please, trying to degrade the deputy. I'm unsure what his intentions were. They're unnecessary. If people could be receptive and listen. And, welcome, Kate May, our new RT.
Hello, thank you.
Here to
It is a great honour to be here in this role.
Does anyone know what happened to the Central Statistics Office that Oscar created last term?
This is really funny because Callum Cathcart has just tried to claim that the government has Oscar's government abolished useless agencies when in fact they just created one. I am the Director General of the National Statistics Office.
Has it done anything?
It's absolutely useless. No, I was asked to do a census.
But how do you do that?
You basically, it's like a massive poll on like
Oh,
every
right.
aspect, and then you make a massive document with the graphics, the graphs. I can't be bothered.
Fancy PDFs, yeah.
I told Noah appoint a new one like 2 weeks ago now. Hasn't done it. That's up to him. I don't really care. I'm not bothered about doing a census. People forgot that they happened. The last one happened in 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of Oscar's. I don't know. They repealed a lot and then reintroduced practically the same things, maybe trying to take credit for them. I'm unsure. But yeah, there we go. Callum has been ordered to sit with the presiding officer rising from her chair. Deputy Oshin has been called on. We will not use nationalities.
God, I'm actually convinced this chamber is allergic from doing
insult.
any work.
I know, guys. RTE will insult people. You don't need to. Do the jobs, please. We have a lot to get through. I'm joking. We don't insult anyone intentionally. If your feelings are hurt, please fill out a hurt feelings report at rte.com.gov.
.ie.
I feel like this presiding officer, having only became a TD yesterday, is doing an exceptional job. It took her some time.
Considering at the start of sorry.
Yeah, no, I was saying exactly what you're going to say. She didn't know what to do then, but she has quickly learned, and things are moving quite smoothly.
It remembers me of my first time as a TD and I got ejected on the first day.
I do remember that. I do. I feel like it's just. I feel like that was completely deserved. If you're not going to behave, then there's no place for you.
Well, I had a very failed political career at Ireland and in the UK. Now, my UK one was a lot more eventful. A lot more.
You were the one that did the Wave UNT, weren't you?
I don't know. All I remember, I was some role. Bo knows the role. I don't. You have to ask them.
Were you the one that put? Okay, 3,
I'll
2,
send
1.
you a
Were you the one
thingy.
that did the cunt chain?
I'll
that you?
send you a couple of things in DMs.
Okay.
That.
The presiding officer has said this is hard.
I think it's important to note we are now approaching 9 o'clock. 4 minutes until the Seanad is due to sit. I believe Seanadori have been seen making their way to
Oh,
the chamber.
yeah.
For
Oh God,
present,
I need to move.
but,
Oh, I need to move.
I suppose we'll continue our coverage for as
Hang
long
on. How's
as.
the? How can the Dáil sit while the
So
Senate's sitting?
it
Because
is allowed.
Yeah,
but the
no,
clerks, how are they gonna?
it's common for
Because
both
there
to
we
sit.
have designated Seanad clerks and Dáil clerks, so the Seanad clerks will move, the Dáil clerks will stay.
But aren't these
Um,
countdowns gonna overlap each other?
Well, if people knew how to use
the
the
Seanad,
admin correctly,
yeah.
no. But obviously, that clearly is skipped out of when people are being trained in their various
And
positions. But
oftentimes in the Seanad, is it standing orders that there should be designated speaking time?
I believe
Uh,
no, I don't think so. Yeah,
hmm.
no, there
Yeah.
isn't. There isn't
No.
designated speaking
So
time. No.
as long as the Cahirlock is happy with how long someone is taking, they can have as long as they want. Otherwise, he stands, they sit. It's that simple.
Half of the Social Democrat Senate caucus has taken the day off on the spreadsheet. Yeah, 3
Well,
out of 6 are gone.
the coverage from RT will move to the Seanad whilst offering real-time updates with the Dáil as they are just getting through their final bills, and the more priority debate will probably happen in the Seanad, just seeing if these bills will pass their final stages before proclamation. I think promulgation. Don't know.
Yeah, something
Jeremy?
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
one
one of
minute. We're
those.
just getting
It sounds
changed
like
over
that.
here. We're just getting changed over. You give me 1 minute. Okay. And do you want a break or anything, or are we good to go?
Nah, just as soon as they start.
Okay. Right. Well, we'll stop that. We'll get that open. We'll get that open, and we will.
So far, every bill has passed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been very productive today.
Right, so we've passed 3 bills, which was military policing, border security, and language access. Yeah.
Language agency creation thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there will be 3 bills currently in the Seanad. The Dáil has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more bills to pass or fail, whatever they want.
Right, now I need to get set up for everything else. Okay, there's only 2 bills apparently on the business for the Seanad. That's curious. I don't believe that. Oh yes,
No, they
because
need to pass that language bill, don't
they
they?
haven't moved the offences against the persons. Lovely, because they don't know how to work a fucking Trello. You'd swear this was easy.
Aren't they starting those 3 Senate bills in the Dáil because they've got
No, you don't do
co-sponsors?
that. No, if they are presented by a Seanador, they start in the Seanad. This is how it works.
Yeah, but for some reason
Someone
Oh,
things
page.
happened.
Now the national anthem in the Seanad.
I better not have to.
William, I'll do it for you.
I better not have to say anything. God, it'll be a pain in the hole. Anyway, no, the bills if they're written by a Seanador and they're being presented by a Seanador on the bill, then they start in that chamber and they work through the same process, but they just go through the Seanad and then they move to the Dáil. And then that's where the final say is done. Can we stop facing the flag? It's actually so cringe.
Yeah, I don't know why
It
people do
is
that.
so weird. This is so American. No one does
I
this. There is orange
just
on
realized
that flag. There is orange
you
on that.
can.
You are saluting the British right now. Please understand what you're doing by doing that.
Yeah, you can faintly hear the national anthem from the Senate in the Dáil chamber, just like echoing
Mexican,
in the
what are you
background.
doing? Can you be respectful, you?
Oh,
I'm going to kick him. God so help me.
The one's tilted. So don't use one. There's far less camera choice in the Seanad. They won't give me dev access. It's awful. Anyway, what's the first item? Who knows? Who knows, really?
The first
At this point.
item should be military policing.
No, it should be the ones that are presented in the Seanad, but I doubt that. Although they are.
Oh yeah, what has been
Yeah.
presented in the Seanad?
Offences against a person. Amendment.
Whilst if you hear Locke is doing things himself, I will have a look in the Dáil. There has been a motion to vote on whatever bill this is. It is hard having the two chambers sitting at the same time. If only they didn't table the useless motion today.
Yeah, that was annoying. Waste of time.
What is the first bill? I don't know. Should I just do any order?
I
Against a person.
don't think it matters.
Look at the Trello. Just look at the Trello.
Yeah, it's on the Trello.
The business, that's what I'm following. So please follow that, so it makes my life a bit easier.
Is it in
Thanks.
the statute book? Yeah.
The
No, it's
Dáil
the
has moved to
Oireachtas-
online
Oireachtas
voting.
Trello. Oireachtas Trello.
The-
The Dáil has adjourned, thankfully. God bless.
That's good.
America.
There is fucking.
They're
total
voting online now.
Offences against a person, S-01, Amendment 2025. That is the first item. It is the first item.
Thank you.
Why are there a bunch of TDs in the chamber?
I don't know. This is slightly on.
There we go.
It's really annoying.
It's on the screen, folks. It's on the screen.
Can you send me the Trello, please, Jeremy? I literally can't.
No, I
fucking
can't.
find it.
Sorry, I've got too many things open.
Please.
You're the wrong person's to ask right now.
Oh, I found it.
I've
Found
got a
it, don't
mega
worry.
I was
setup
gonna-
right now.
I was going
Found
to
it.
send you it, but never mind.
Yeah, if Emperor could, I would have. I don't know.
Did
So
I
I've got a
find
mega
it?
setup
Oh no,
right now. This
yeah,
is
found it.
so good.
I know. I've literally got every bill. The Trello's open. I've got everything going on. I've got.
I've got
no,
two devices. I believe it's Entity. Someone tell him it's Entity. Entity's filling in for Dan.
What is this Trello? Send it to me.
Oh, hang on. DMs. There you go.
You're presenting Entity. You're filling in for Dan.
Okay.
I'm eating a potato sandwich. God love him.
Oh,
God love him.
respectable. Oh, he's got a hat on you like you, Jeremy.
Hats are cool. Cool people wear
Sure.
hats. Entity is cool. What bill is this? Offence against the person. Offence against the person. Someone whispered to him.
No one told him, did they?
Well,
We
he
did.
knows he's filling in for Dan, but
But he didn't know what he was doing. Like, what bills?
well, to be fair, I don't think anyone knew about what they were doing until about 30 seconds ago because the clerks don't know how to use a Trello.
True.
Can someone resolve that?
Stop
Oh,
attacking civil servants in RTA, you fucking freak.
I will attack
Oswald's
whomever
here.
I like.
I will fucking fly kick you in the face.
Very warm wants to come up. Should I let them on?
No.
No, we don't let
Who
randoms.
even are you? Who even are you? Why are you here?
Yeah, come on. Let's mods. Can we
Oh,
not-
Oswald just sat on the government bench.
I turned the request off.
Just Kate until Entity does not know where the bill is.
Well, the government
mean-
looks heavily outnumbered today in the
Yeah, that
Seanad.
probably shows the Seanad. That probably shows that Dan didn't communicate that Entity would have to cover for him. Maybe he did and Entity forgot. We don't know.
I mean, it's a mistake that the Social Democrats have only half their caucus, like, meant to be here. They're completely overwhelmed. Outnumbered. Oh, transition.
No, I'm messing with settings. Sorry.
Oh.
This doesn't look like a very professional thing to wear to. I forgot
Oswald
what
is
you
wearing a
call it.
military uniform, which is not allowed.
Standing Order 40. Senator is ejected. Who was that? Haddy. That wasn't a very convincing or professional statement.
Entity, just tell me how you're voting on each, and I'll follow you.
The Seanad was ejected for not being in the group.
But so's Oswald isn't in it either. They said They said
If
he was
If
pending.
he's not ranked, then he's not in it. Well, no, if he's pending, then that's the clerk's fault. If
Oh.
the one who was ejected hadn't attempted to join, that's their fault.
Oh yes, that reminded me. In the UK, I was leader of the opposition for like 10 minutes.
What? Where is
For
this
10
coming
minutes,
from?
yeah.
Where is this coming from?
Oswald is wearing military uniform and has refused to change.
Entity has dropped their sandwich.
There is
Entity.
potato and crumbs all over the floor, I am told.
Oh, True Donald is speaking. Good.
Very fiery speech. Oswald's been asked to change. Wearing a military uniform, not permitted.
He has been asked 3 times. He has
3.
told
Oh,
the Earlock to calm down, buddy. Disrespectful.
I'll change. The attitude.
Again, reminded me of my first day.
Why is the clerk facing the wall?
I don't know. He won't sit down.
He's like sulking in the corner.
What on earth is going on right now?
Oswald has just called Entity an utter embarrassment. And he has said, "Get a grip, Grandpa."
Oh,
Oh, Oswald's raising a point of order. Oh, here we go. Decorum in the Synod has
Oh,
withered.
this looks more like the doll.
It does, doesn't it?
This is disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably have counted on one hand the amount of times in total we've had points of order in the Seanad.
We don't get them usually. It's very rare.
Very.
I mean,
like,
we all are
rare
aware
isn't
that
even-
Oswald is very petty.
Hmm.
Okay, what's the bet that Oswald will get 3 strikes in the Seanad as well?
I'll bet you €50.
To be honest, it is very hard to get a strike in the Seanad.
Well, is it? Well, when you're Oswald, it's quite easy.
I mean, he has called the
Okay,
act
his
rubbish.
name is not Facilio, apparently. Okay. Trying to focus in on him. And it
Okay,
just wasn't working.
Basilio Quinley. Okay. He has risen again.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, they're arguing back and forth. Oh, how about you
I
show
feel
some
as
respect,
though
says Oswald.
Oswald should withdraw for calling the bill rubbish.
I mean, he did start that, to be honest. He started by name calling.
You know what? Let's have a bit of fun. Vote all. Shake it up a bit. We're voting at the
Oh, I
moment.
just want to get to the voting now. This is long.
Or if I really confuse our viewers.
Asking for chat logs now. Pointing emoji, not emoji, animation.
Oh, dearie me. I'm tired already. I want a cup of tea. I want to go watch TV.
Entity did, in fact, say, get a good grandpa.
See, I remember when the Seanad would sit for about 20 minutes.
What, and
through
just
the
go
entire
home and-
order paper in 20
Yeah.
minutes, and we could all go home. But no, now we have to quarrel over this stuff. Just withdraw, please.
At 9 hours, 10 minutes, and 26 seconds, entity underscore 0024 said, get a good grandpa.
We have been streaming for now over an hour and 20 minutes. Like, come on,
I
let's
have a
go
really
home.
bad headache.
I don't want to do this anymore.
I know, I'm really sick.
I'm bored.
Come on,
This is boring.
guys,
I think the
please.
worst session we had was when we got one bill done in 1 hour and 15 minutes because
Oh,
people
that
kept
was
raising point of orders.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, it was honestly a drag. I just remember sitting there just falling asleep.
Oh, you're having a giggle. If I hear that bell again,
Can
I
they
swear to
stop?
God, I'm just gonna
Look,
cry.
the moment Oswald comes into any chamber, it's ruined.
Yeah, I thought he did come here, didn't he? And then it all just sort of fell apart.
This is the first session it's been like this in a long time.
Yeah,
Since the times of Vic when people used to not show up.
Entity's having a moment. Probably because he dropped his sandwich. It's just
Right.
having-
Can you three please take the reins for 5 minutes? I need to take my headset off. I've got such a bad headache.
Oh, I get that as well. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be 2 minutes or whatever. 1 sec.
I'm actually sat in my chair now with my arms crossed.
Not very happy, very grumpy.
I'm just very bored. You know, can we just?
This is what are they even arguing about anymore?
I have no idea.
Why don't you just why didn't they just eject them?
Because there's a due process. You have to, you know,
Oh.
you don't want to get accused of bias or anything, and then get yourself, you know, kicked out of the,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
PO
God.
spot. Oh, Max is trying to. What's he saying? We don't have a third
Right,
reading.
Entity, how are you voting on this?
Entity.
Entity, how are you voting? I need to know. Or not Entity, Emperor. How are you
Oh,
voting?
me?
Yeah, how are you
Oh,
voting?
I've Shadow was yelling at me in DMs to tell him how I'm gonna vote, but I'm keeping it a secret.
No, mate, I need to know.
What do you mean you need to know?
Because we're together and I haven't really paying attention.
Oh, I'm gonna stay on this. Abstain.
You edged us all for that. Fucking hat. Do a better job, like.
That wasn't gonna pass anyways.
Right.
I really don't know why the three of them have taken the session off. And then they also knew that all this legislation was going to be put through.
It's very disappointing. No, I see. It's
It is, yeah.
disappointing. We're waiting now on the next item. There'll be Entity again.
Okay.
So I assume that's
Oswald,
delayed by the
Treason and Terrorism
Seanad.
Amendment.
This reminds me of simpler times when I had the Defense Against Treason. Oh, what a blessed act that was, and it passed both chambers.
But to be fair,
Clerks are so absent. Like, come on.
Right,
Oscar
Here we
had a
go.
smaller. Oh,
Jeremy, if you think there is such need for better clerks, why don't you resign and become one?
Sure. I've actually openly said I
Do it.
would have. I
Do it.
would do the job of a clerk. I would do Secretary General.
I am
of
the
this,
I am the Deputy Secretary General. I can get you a
Happily.
job as a clerk.
happily. But I'd
me
obviously
know
have
when
to consult with Ornúchtán or Haisha, our president, before doing such thing. I don't know. Like
No, you
that
said
man.
you'd resign and become a clerk.
I would
But
definitely
resign.
consider it. Yeah, no, I'd
No, you
100%.
didn't say that. You said
Well,
you will
that's what I'm
become a
saying
clerk.
now. So
Let me know when
diddums,
you have.
diddums.
Let me,
That's what I'm saying
let me,
now. Womp
let me know
womp,
when you
womp
say
womp.
your resignation,
Updated
and I will
statement.
give you a job.
I'll consider it. Yeah.
Let the record reflect that Jeremy O'Mara has gone back on his word. Fucking liar.
Yep. I've
No
gone back on
surprise
my
you're in.
word because I missaid it the first
Max,
time.
stop fucking walking across the chamber. I'm gonna kick you. What is
Oscar
he doing?
had. Oh,
It's entity. Oh my god! Can someone just do something right, please?
Oscar had half the number of senators than Noah does, but he's having twice as hard the time getting anything through the
I
Senate.
don't think we should bring Oscar into this.
No,
again.
it's
I
not the
don't think
Military
there's
Policing Act. It's not the Military Policing Act.
that.
It is not that bill.
Oh, entity.
It is not that.
Isn't it the Treason and Terrorism Amendment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least both houses are producing legislation.
That is good. Yeah, it's just a shame they can't agree on anything.
I mean, I think a majority. I think the disagreement seems bigger than it is because Oswald is there.
Yeah, I
He's
feel like
like
he's definitely he's
Thing of everything.
If a clerk could just run a cheeky bam Oswald.
I mean, I would, but I would need permission from the Secretary General. For when he takes us to court, I just need to know we're prepared.
I think Oswald's stirring things up in the
Éireann
chamber.
has unfortunately said no.
Who's this guy that's broken into the chamber and says he's an our clerk? No, he's about to get kicked.
Max, can you stop standing up? You don't need to stand.
Max,
To the point that I think Neve just made about the chambers making their own legislation now, that is the intent of the new system that we have when it comes to how the Oireachtas deals with legislation. It was made for more hands to be involved in the process, and at some point we will see individual backbenchers having amendments bills. Yes, yes.
I want to give you some feedback on that because I was right. Well, I've been approached to write an amendment to one of the bills, and I was like, okay, cool. Now the bill was written originally on the old system, so I had to go find it on the new one, see if there was any amendments, blah blah blah. I started writing, and my God, it gave me a headache after about 2 minutes of the numbers and what number do I use, where do I just put it, and then the codifying,
So
what do I call
when
it?
you submit
Like
when
it's
you
just a
submit the
bit
bill, when you submit a bill, the clerks will assign the number to it.
right.
On the Oireachtas Trello, there is a running number of which bill is the current bill number for the next one that goes in.
Okay, well that was just
So
that
for the
wasn't clear when I was writing.
Doesn't that number
I see.
doesn't that number reset every term?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not
So
gonna okay, good.
So the number signifies the term.
No, the number is just the bill the numbers come in, and in order of the bills coming in, we give it the number. So you see bill number 2 in the Seanad. That is the second bill that was submitted in the Senate for this term.
Oh, so
Yeah.
each chamber has their own.
Yes.
Also,
Okay.
Numbers.
has anything changed the process of amending ones? Because like, how do I use
No.
the number? So when I'm amending it, right? So
It's
say I'm
a
doing an amendment,
separate bill.
and I put in no, I'm talking about now the content of the bill
Mhm.
itself, and I'm saying I want to this bill is to amend section so and so so and so and so and so. Usually, I'd be accustomed to saying say for this, say I was amending the treason and terrorism bill. Let's say I'm amending section 4, 5, and 6 of the treason and terrorism bill 2025. But now with the new
Mhm.
book system, it isn't section 4, 5, 6. It's now other different numbers, if I remember correctly.
So for the Oireachtas, what we want you to do is just submit the amendment like normal. Excuse me, and we will make the change to make sure everything is correctly cited when we're putting it on the statute book. So you don't have to worry about that. The clerks will worry about that.
Okay, right.
And I assume you're gonna be telling them how to do that when new clerks
Yes.
come in. Okay.
Yes. So legislate like normal, and we will make sure that it's done properly.
Okay.
because the change was really the intent of the change was to make it as not cumbersome as possible for deputies and secretary, because we know that change is hard. But the way how you legislate currently does not change. The only thing that changes is the font and the underlining and the crossing out
Yeah,
for
that's
amendment
fine. I don't mind that.
and the bill number. That's it. Otherwise, you're still doing the same thing.
It's a shame Dan isn't here to present all of this legislation, leaving it to his dear
I
colleague.
Yeah.
Um,
He
I know
decided
this
to
would have
have a
been an
holiday.
amazing experience for him. This would have been a good experience for him to shepherd his own bills through the
I wonder, was
chamber.
this partly? I'm like, was this intentional, or could he have just not proposed?
He
them at
could have
this
just
point?
done it next week,
He
couldn't
could
he?
have just waited.
Yeah.
It's very curious
Well,
because he put his name on
maybe
it.
maybe he wouldn't have had the votes next week to pass them.
Well,
Well, he doesn't have the votes this week either.
I believe
Guys,
two
the
have just been
caterer
delayed.
is coming to the Seanad. The caterer is coming to the Seanad.
The caterer.
He brings drinks quite often.
Entity is Entity is not doing his job as the only government janitor.
Dan won't
Looks
be
like
here
this
next
bill-
week either. He's booked that off as well.
Dan,
Well,
yeah, he's gone for 2 weeks. He's on holiday
Yeah. Yeah.
do we know?
Yeah.
with his 7 brothers and sisters and his parents.
Do we know where? Do we know where?
Do we know where?
We don't know where, and that's his
No,
business. Ask.
No, it's probably like Cornwall.
Oh God, don't be like that. Don't be so provincial. For all we know, he could have gone to Benidorm.
I don't know what that
Dude,
is.
that's
Maybe
even
he's
worse.
going to Albufeira and Stavanger. Maybe he's going to meet me there while I take my
Oh, that's-
indefinite LOA. The last one.
Right. Ignoring the
Okay.
fact he's 14.
Dan, we know you're watching this, Dan. We appreciate you. We love you, but
Is he
get
watching
back
this?
here as soon as you can, please.
Oh, is he watching it on YouTube, is he?
I mean, I think who is breathing so heavily into their microphone?
No, someone's got a Hoover on.
It's Neve.
No,
It's
it's not
Neve.
me. It's not
Wait,
me.
is it not?
I can hear it.
Oh, it was Kate, I think.
I think
Yeah,
it's
Kate.
my laptop fan.
Oh my god.
My goodness, Kate, what the hell
Go
is
put
that?
it in the window.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Have a cool
Turn
down,
my input
Jesus.
all the way up. Is that
You
better?
may need to adjust the noise cancellation settings
Yeah.
on your microphone. Please do
Or-
that.
Or put your computer in a nice bath, I don't know.
Oh God, that's even
Did
worse.
I fucking just opened up Roblox?
Discord has a built-in noise suppressor.
Yeah, you can use that.
I already have it on.
Oh my god.
Goodness.
Okay, maybe
So it's
turn your
actually-
computer off
it's
for a few
actually
minutes, I don't know.
even louder than we're hearing.
Can you still hear it?
Yeah. Kate,
Yeah.
how old is your laptop?
2017.
I think you really
Ooh.
should get a new one.
Maybe
I think
18. I don't know. Let me check.
probably get
1,
that
2, 3.
spec,
That's 8 years.
girl.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that sounds
2018
like
actually.
flashback.
My bad.
Have you hoovered your fan?
No.
Babe, that's a fire hazard.
Oh well.
You can't have a computer for 8 years and not hoover
I
the
can.
fan.
I can. It's all secluded. I'm not just gonna open that thing up.
That's going to give you third-degree burns.
It does.
Okay, wait. Okay, so Kate, here's what you should do, right? Do you use Discord on your phone?
Sometimes.
Okay. You can use the microphone on your phone and it will sound much better than your microphone anywhere else.
Let me try this. 1 minute.
I've just
Input
received a
device.
Pepsi from Julius. Very
Output
kind
device.
fellow.
Why does it usually lets me put it through on my phone, but I do not know why it's not letting me. No, I do not want to share my screen.
God, I'd hate to do
Hand
this
on voice
doctor's TV job all
isolation.
the time. Like, God, I feel sorry for the real life ones.
Oh, let's
Can you still hear it?
No.
Perfect.
Oh, that's good, yeah. Yeah.
There
I
we go.
changed my settings. I don't know. It's something called voice isolation. Do not ask me what it means.
Probably I
There we
Don't worry,
go.
you sound perfect now.
Yeah, you're
we must
perfect, yeah.
note the presence of Jules, the builder of our lovely parliamentary complex.
Yeah, he gave me a
And-
drink.
Well, that's so kind of him.
Got a Pepsi
And
now.
this deputy beside him, who apparently has no pants on,
Oh,
or is wearing a
You know,
nude color
they're-
pair of
they're
pants.
cocky.
I believe it's just
Oh,
a
there
very
must-
nude,
Copies,
nude
okay.
color.
Nude colored pair of pants.
Wait, is he a
But
deputy?
yes, I think so. I saw him in the Dáil earlier.
I think he's crossed the line. He is. 1 second.
And
Oh.
question: How many of the bills do we know? Do we have any votes on the bills from the Dáil yet? Have any of them passed? The ones that have been the ones that are being voted on via Discord.
Right. Via Discord.
Oh, yeah, because the Dáil's
moment-
voting online.
They're voting on some bills via Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. They said
Oh,
it
right.
very just before they adjourned. They said they'd do that so that we could sit. Oh,
Have we given reporting on the motion to remove the can caller?
Yeah, that dominated most of the talking.
The
Well-
results
stuff.
have.
yeah.
Well, they're not published.
They're motioning to cloture the
The
current
results
bill in the
have
Seanad.
selected
The Seanad. How do you even say that word?
Seanad.
Seanad.
Seanad. Okay, the
Imagine,
Seanad.
like,
Thank you.
you know the name Sean?
Yeah,
Seanad.
Seanad.
Seanad is perfect.
Or-
That
yeah.
that pronunciation there is perfect.
So does that mean it's a Seanadori?
Seanadori,
Yeah.
Yes.
Shanador, Shanadori, Seanad.
Okay, thank you.
Dory is plural.
Oh, we're
Doors.
voting. Vote tar.
Vote all.
Vote tar. No, as in no. I mean tar as in vote yes.
Oh, there has been a
Oh,
vote.
vote all.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Jeremy.
Well, he didn't
Oh.
see apparently. He didn't want to do a vote all apparently.
I mean, you can call it again. Hope he sees it this time.
Oh, entity's calling for a. Oh, been called
I just wanted
named,
to bring up my red graphic again. Sorry, guys.
named and shamed.
I wanted to bring up the red bar. Are we tying?
Yeah, I think so.
Just as a reminder, Jeremy, please do not move your camera into the division lobbies.
No, it's fine.
Thanks.
I've got two. I've got two things now. It's okay.
Okay, and we see Oswald, and who is that? Oh, Oswald is abstaining, apparently. Leave him alone, Neve. Oh, no, he's going to vote.
The voting has closed. His vote has been recorded.
Okay. And just as a reminder, could we tell the public about what cloture means in debate?
Oh,
Just means
culture
to
is the
finish.
Irish language.
No, cloture.
Oh,
C-L-O-T.
closure. I thought you said culture. Oh, fucking hell.
Closure of
Kill myself.
debate. Closure of debate.
Yeah, you vote to stop debating and let a vote happen.
And what is the vote threshold to
Oh,
invoke?
I'm stuck in a door. I'm stuck in the door frame. McCann of Coke is stuck in the door
Well,
frame.
then put it away.
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, there we go.
Results tar 7, Neil 1. So they have passed the motion for cloture and 1 abstention.
Oh,
Hmm.
Okay. The
But
motion passed.
if you can't pass the cloture, then you can't get to voting.
Oh no,
That's
the Kahirlik said the bill passes. They voted to invoke
Oh.
cloture.
I guess. Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay.
Someone should raise a point of order about that because there was the motion to
No,
invoke
it was
cloture.
made. Yeah, the motion of closure was voted on, and then that passed. It was agreed.
Yeah.
Ah,
And then
okay.
they moved. So
That was when Jeremy said vote.
Okay.
right. Just for perspective, the Seanad has delayed the offences against the person amendment, and they have passed the treason and terrorism amendment and the self-defence use of reasonable force bill.
Act of
Well,
2025.
Do you
What have we
believe
got now?
that? Do you believe that the Senate will potentially amend the bills that they've delayed, or do you think they'll just leave them alone and let them go to the president?
Well, either there'll be motion to have them delayed another 2 weeks to be obstructionist, or they will amend it, or they'll just let it go.
I feel
got
like
three
if
options.
the Seanad delays your bill, then you should talk to the people that delayed it and see why.
Yeah, but right now, it's opposition controlled, I think, because
Yep.
yeah, even though
Well,
the
right
government
now,
has,
yes, because the
Yeah.
entire government side isn't there. The Social Democrats have 6 seats. So
that's insane, isn't? That's like insane. Like
I
for a
think
minority
that's
government to have 6 seats in the Senate. Or the Seanad.
Where's
It is
Dáil?
crazy, but that was the intent of the reforms that we did a year and a half ago, to make sure that this can't happen. And at the same time, it could have been even worse. They could have only had 2 seats. So this is the system working the way it's supposed to.
Come on, Emperor. We had Seanad nailed.
Seanad, yeah, I keep. Oh, sorry.
Just
Listen, we're gonna have to go through this just like we did with Dan. We'll be fine.
No, you're not gonna know.
We've had to teach Dan all of the Irish words to say them the correct way. Like there was a stretch of time for like half of a term when he was saying Seanad because the OIR in many people's mind is French.
Oh, isn't it Gaelic? Gaelic?
Yeah.
What?
Gaeilge.
Guelga. Gaelic
Guelga.
is a sport. Love of
Oh.
God.
I've sent you a
Sorry, I'm very
phonetic rate.
passionate about that. Sorry, I'm just very passionate.
I've been sent a what? Sorry. Oh, Guela.
Good
Gael-
lord,
What-
the
what
opposition
Guelga?
side of the Senate looks very healthy today. Oh God, there's a lot of people
Yeah.
over there.
1, 2,
Currently
3,
speaking
4,
now is
5, 6.
former Minister for Justice and former sorry, not even Fianna, Social Democrat Seanad, who deserted.
Mm.
They recently
Sorry.
assailed him.
I've got some updates on the bills being voted on in the server. Sorry, Jeremy.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Uh,
please.
The media Wait, can I read this? I'm gonna do it anyway. I mean, the question is that the D-06 Media Regulation Act 2025 do pass. As of current, there is 6 tá, 7 tá, 7 Neil and 2 Stone. Then the D-07 Irish Statutes Codification Act 2025 is 5 tá, 2 Stone, 9 Neil. Then the
oh,
D-05 Language Access and Recognition Act 2025, 10 tá, 1 Stone, 1. No, actually, no. There's no Stone and no Neil. That's just Eamon's reactions there. And then actually, the media regulation has gone up to 8 tá.
the Seanad is now voting on cloture.
Seanad.
Oh
Seanad,
my God.
you were doing it
The
perfectly
Seanad.
there. You were like fluent.
Yeah.
Like it was
Right, we're
just
voting.
native. I'm actually so out of it right now. I don't know. What's English?
I know. Cawil Berla.
Cowell Berla. Neil Higgin Berla.
Where is it?
No, I don't understand English.
No, but Cawil's where is English?
What are we
Come on.
voting on this entity?
Um,
He said ta, so I'm saying ta.
Right, the Seanad has passed that.
where's your father?
Who?
No, not father. Father. It's the accent.
Oh, do you mean what? Conor Novak, my dad?
No, that.
The one that neglects me, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean, he's
fodder.
living a happy.
Fodder.
he's
What you're
li-
trying to say is
no.
fodder.
He's
not-
living a happy life in Sweden without you.
That's really horrible because he spoke to me in DMs and then he just never spoke to me again. He cut me off properly.
Well,
And the thing is, what's his name? Sequatic never gave me the money to change back my Roblox name, so I'm stuck as Emperor Novak
No,
now.
Neve, it's not that. It's border security. We just voted on that one.
oh God, forgive me.
What,
No,
what are we
well,
voting
no,
on?
sorry, Eamon hasn't moved the cards.
Oh, the last bit of legislation, and then we can go home.
Yeah, the last one. We've literally doubled what the doll did. We've done
Yeah.
this in half an hour, what the doll did in an hour.
Mm-hmm. We are the Chamber of Efficiency.
We're literally the Doge of Ireland.
Mm-hmm. So we got border security control, and that's it. Military police passed.
God. It's so boring.
True Donald speaking for 2 times Taoiseach.
Failed prep.
I swear, I need like 4 hands to do all of this. You know?
Jeremy's stimming.
Yeah. See, I've got like my alt control. No, wait, no. I've got my alt, which is what you're seeing.
We love an ADHD king.
And then then I've got my account, but it's open on my laptop.
ADHD.
And then I'm controlling the cameras because I can't do it on that. And then I'm also sat in the chamber. Oh, it's just a lot going on. And then I have to press buttons. It's insane.
Can we take a moment to admire True Donald's mullet? Can we get a look from the back
I know
of the mullet?
probably.
Oh
I
wow,
think we
yeah.
can.
Mullets often in Roblox.
There we go.
It looks a bit. Hang on.
Oh
no,
yeah,
it-
business
yeah.
in the front, party in the back.
Can,
Absolutely.
can he sift his hands through the back of the mullet, please? Can we just get a demonstration
Yes,
there
Anna.
and then can he shake his head?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Um,
He's shaking.
there we go. There, thank you,
you
Donald.
go.
He's clearly he must be a watcher of RTE.
He is. He's in the
Mhm.
audience. Hello, Donald.
He normally does.
Does he?
He normally does. Yeah, he actually gives very good reviews of the streams normally.
He
So
does, and just on the matter of reviews, if anyone has any comments, questions, or concerns about any of our RTE broadcasts, please reach out to me. And if you have any complaints, I'm more than happy to give you a hurt feelings report to fill out.
Oh, what are we voting on? I'm so confused. Oh,
the border and security.
I just said yes. Oh, it's fine.
No, sorry,
Just
we're
a
voting on
But yes.
closure at the moment. We're voting on closure.
Oh, okay.
We do want as much feedback as possible because feedback helps us grow as a broadcaster. And based on everything I've heard and seen so far, we are one of the most active national broadcasters in the world at the moment.
I would say
Um,
I would
The
say
real
the
world or Roblox?
Roblox. Come on.
Oh.
Sorry guys, I want to press the button again. Oh, Jules is blocking
No,
the door. Jules
why
is
would you
blocking
do
the
that?
door.
Whilst
Oh.
whilst they're doing a vote all, well, no, I actually have to count, unfortunately.
But yes, we do appreciate all the support that you have given us since ever, but especially since January when we embarked upon our new vision for broadcasting. Yeah, thank you.
Oishin's broken into the tar voting chamber.
Well, then
His vote doesn't.
then they'll just not count him. Usually you can count with your eyes, so you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, n-1, as they say in maths. N-1.
Oh, William
Yes.
Cathcart's here. Oh, that's nice.
It's usually what happens. It's happened
I'm
before.
quite
I
close.
remember. Oh my god, there's like an eyelash in my eye, and it's actually pissing me off.
Oh, got returned now, but we're frozen.
Yeah, we're frozen. Sorry guys, I just wanted to press the red box again.
Yeah, stop doing that. It's really like slowing down our business,
Well,
isn't it?
it's like I only get the last time tonight, so I may as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Lovely Eamon reading out the results.
Behaviour's
Lovely.
been alright, hasn't it? Since they had that falling out at the start between
Yeah.
Entity and Thingy.
Things got better.
That's
And
passed
There is
unanimously.
no further business, so the Seanad will adjourn automatically.
Nope, there's no bill. No.
There's no other business.
Nope. Adjourned, I guess.
No, we don't need a motion. If there's no business, it should just.
Yeah, you can't really sit if there's nothing to do.
This is not the Dáil. Our standing orders have been protected by the Guardians.
Less than 40 minutes
And
with
then
10
just an
seconds to
update
go.
on the Discord voting for the Dáil. Media regulation is on 8 tá, 7 níl, 1 0 stone.
How long is voting going to be open for that?
Unsure. Statutes and codification 5 tá, 9 níl.
That is very interesting because the codification bill passed overwhelmingly the first time it was presented, and it was delayed by the Senate. So I don't know why Taoiseach decided to repropose the bill.
RTE, please look at the group chat. Thanks. And then the final vote, which is going amazingly well, is the
Seanad has
language
adjourned,
access.
by the way. Seanad
the-
has adjourned.
Yeah. They're all going
Language
home now.
access and recognition 12 tá,
well.
0 stone, 0 níl. Look at the group chat, please, RTE.
Oh no way! No, can he put it in can he put it in an email this time? Also, the clerk has just killed everyone, so that's very helpful. Can we just make sure that goes into a text message this time? I believe there is a statement from the I don't know, what would you call them? The Taoiseach of the Oireachtas?
No, the clerks.
Because
The Secretary General,
well,
isn't
he
it?
sure acts like the Taoiseach of the Oireachtas anyway. Maybe he likes to be.
Gives more. No,
Okay.
he's given more statements than Taoiseach.
No, he has. He's given more public
Yeah, he has,
addresses
yeah.
than the Right, now I have to get another fecking camera.
Actually,
It's
he's given more public addresses this term than.
yeah,
other
but it's
times.
because they keep like the Taoiseach nominations. They just really. What's
Oh
the
no,
word?
that
There's
was
like 4 of
necessary.
them.
We pammed.
I know, but still, there's like 3 of them.
So where is he giving this statement this time?
In the archway, isn't he? Where the
In the fecking hallway, like literally
yeah.
in real life. That's where the toilets are. By the way, I'm just saying. I feel like
I'm
that's
sorry,
Ah.
are you serious? Is that where the
yes,
toilets
that is
actually
where the
are?
toilets are in Leinster
Like
House.
right outside the chambers?
Well, yeah, so it goes down outside.
Yeah.
There's some TD's offices, but no, the
Oh
toilets are
right.
down there.
The Secretary General has said there will be no statement from Leinster.
Oh, okay.
Instead,
Thank
there
God.
will be an email.
Thank
An
But
email.
God.
we will
Love
stay
you,
live.
Seth Jen.
Bruce.
Love
We
you,
will.
Seth Jen.
Opinion polls are going up. We will
I'm
debate the
inflating your
statement. whether
polls.
it
I'm
be-
inflating your polls artificially.
Yeah. So that is the end of the sittings today. Much business, much events. No, not much events. Many events.
It was nice that hang on. The Seanad regained its
Seanad.
the Seanad regained its composure and decided to behave nicely.
Emperor, if you can't say Senate, just say Senate.
That's
Oh, I
worse,
don't know.
arguably. That's
Okay.
arguably worse.
Okay.
It's okay, no. Emperor's trying.
Or the
Emperor's
upper
trying.
house.
Emperor's trying. Emperor's trying.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
try,
I
you know.
appreciate that.
I think Leah wants to come up on stage. Let's let Leah up on stage and hear what she has to say.
Okay, well, just on that note, I think
Former
Hi,
Kian
everyone.
caller.
I'll end the stream there.
Welcome.
If everyone's happy.
All right.
Oh yes, you can end the stream, Jeremy.
Happy days.